Good morning, and welcome. And I hope that you can catch me in the screen. So let's have a think about it. So it's nice and cool this morning, and hopefully we will be able to enjoy the movement and not get exhausted and not put extra strain on our bodies. So I have got the chair around and the water. Obviously then you can adapt. So we'll start with feeling our presence in the space. I like to do that with just taking some deep breaths. Breathe in through your nose, and as you breathe out, either through your mouth or nose, just let the breath settle and feel yourself sinking a little bit. We just do a few like that. So breathe in, bring your body to full height, pause for a moment, and then breathing out. Let your body sink down, breathing in and out. And just moving your toes a little bit and the ends of your fingers. And we begin some movement to get ourselves in some kind of physical state. Go up onto your toes, you can do the skeleton shake. And when you're doing that skeleton shake, just really focus in on your bones, the bones in your body. So we look after the bones and keeping them nice and mobile, just to shape the skeleton. So, having done that, we will move to a little bit more movement. So the wrists and the arms moving up. You can come back down the other way if you like. So that's just a nice gentle way to get the hands going. And if you want to, you can do the same with your feet, just turning them around, getting them nice and, well, I can hear mine cracking, but that doesn't mean anything, it's just morning. I don't know if you can go up a bit and down a bit, roll it up, roll it down, just like we did with our hands. Okay, and then we'll do our neck next. So we're just going to do a roll of the neck, and that is drawing a circle with your nose in the air. So we go to the side, up around the top of the circle, and then back down to chin, and then come back to upright. Chin to chest. This time you roll it the other way, all the way to chest, chin to chest, and then upright. Do it 2 more times, sorry, once on each side. So chin to chest and roll the neck around, upright, chin to chest, roll around, head upright. Okay, so we will do the knees next. So with the knees, we're just going to simply lift the weight up. So just like we're marching. Bringing the knee up, not as high as you can, but just bringing the knee up in a nice gentle way. Sorry. Okay, then we move to the shoulders, and we're going to do 3 rolls back. And on the 4th roll, hold it back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gives it another little stretch and relax. Then we're going to do 3 rolls forward, 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 forwards. And the 4th roll, and relax. Okay, so then we move to the hips, because we're sort of moving up and down. So the hips next, and we're going to just roll the hips from side to side, or rotate, whatever you feel like doing, whatever feels comfy. Just moving them about, getting the hips mobile. Sorry, the pelvis really there. Obviously the hips are included. Getting the pelvis rolling. Okay. And from shoulders to elbows, so we're just going to move the elbows up and down like windscreen wipers, upside down windscreen wipers. A couple more of those. And then we're going to work on the hip joint. So you can balance on the chair if you want to. Take one leg out in front of you and rest on the heel, then rest back so all the weight is not forward, and just turn your toe like a windscreen wiper. And don't worry if the body is moving as well, that's fine. Or if you just can isolate and just move the hip, that's okay. Give it a shake, and we'll do the other side. So onto your heel, and take the weight back a bit, and then just turning that. Don't worry if you turn the whole body, just do some kind of movement with your hip joint there. And if you move your toe like a windscreen wiper, then that is automatically moving that joint for you. Give it a rush out, a shake out. And then torso, so waist to head, and we're just going to let it flop down, flop down, flop down, and then raise up gently. Just let it flop over. Just go sort of like your spine go just a bit floppy. So we're not trying to touch our toes or anything like that. We're just trying to bend the spine forwards. The touching of the toes will come later. And then we're going to bend to each sides, and sometimes this in Qigong, this is known as the practice to the 4 winds, and we do north, south, east and west. You can do it with your hands on your hips, whichever you like. So we did the north, which was facing forward. We've done the east. We're going to do west. Just let that stretch down a little bit, and you can lead it with your hand if you want to. And then we're going to do south, and south, really put your hands to protect your bones there, and just lean back a little bit, just a little lean back. Okay, so we've ended up at the middle of our body. Hopefully you can see that as well. So we've ended up in the middle on our waist, and in the lower dantian. So we just place our hands on the lower dantian just to recognise that, and to just let ourselves for a moment be still. So after all of that physical movement, just allow ourselves to be still. It's actually quite difficult to be still, because the body's not naturally, unless we are sleeping, doesn't naturally want to be at rest. So just allow ourselves to come out of that stillness now, and we're going to do the moves from the Tai Chi 8. So with the beginning of Tai Chi 8, we're in Wuji stance, our feet are hip distance apart, and we relax nicely down into the breath as we take on fresh breath and let the chi energy rise up the body. And then we just gently pretend, if you like, that you're pushing this mist down into the ground. So these small movements, bringing the body to full height. Let the air come up underneath your hands, and then letting the air go back down. So it's a very soft movement. We do not want to overdo it. We want to be able to carry our practice into what is romantically known as the third age, and long may it continue, keeping the movement going. And recently there's research coming out about how it doesn't really matter too much what the movement is, but it's an extremely important part of our daily life to try and keep some movement going. It's not always easy. We've got tennis to watch, it's harder, and we've got the heat to contend with, and that makes it even more difficult. But if you were able to do something like this, and to actually think, I am moving, and maybe this is all I do today or this morning, but I'm going to do it with presence, and I'm going to do it with commitment. So we lead with the breath, keep our breath nice and soft. And the movement comes naturally, and we begin to enjoy that softness, and we allow our brain to drift into the movement. And in drifting into the movement, there is, of course, the connection. We seek the connection between movement and the brain. We really search to make that connection strong by our actions. Okay. And we just rest in Wuji, or place your hands on the lower dantian and feel good, and feel your own energy revitalising itself after a night of sleep. We move to the second movement, which is rolling arms, and just allow the body to begin to sway from side to side. And as we do that swaying motion, we remember to press down into each standing leg. So we move and press, come to upright, move and press, and then we're ready to begin the movement. So we roll to the left and open our arms, sort of as if they are opening to the right. And then as we come upright, we bring our hands together as if we're holding an imaginary ball. And then roll to the right, open to the left. Bring that ball closed in, and so we continue in a nice continuous motion. So eventually this does become more repulse monkey as we practice, going into Tai Chi 16 for example, with the full movement. But here we are taking it at the level of Tai Chi 8, and we want to just allow that to just be. Okay, just one moment. Okay, it's a bit crooked on the, I probably moved it wrong now, but anyway. So Tai Chi 8, third movement, from rolling arms, we go into brush, knee and step. Before we do that, I'm going to get ourselves ready, and we roll to the right, lift left knee, straighten leg, place heel to the ground and pivot forward slowly. When you can't pivot forward, come back, lift and back to Wuji. The other side, roll to the left, lift right knee, stretch right leg, heel to the ground, press forward, release, lift, toe to heel. So we're ready to make the movement with our arms now. So we roll to the right because we're going to move to the left, and we take our arms to the right, and as we lift our left knee, brush knee, straighten leg, heel to the ground and press forward. Keep back heel on the ground, let the weight come back. We're ready here to lift on the standing leg and allow the weight to come back down. So that's slightly different from any form that you'll see, but it's my way of making this move. Lift, brush knee, straighten leg, heel to the ground, press forward, retreat, lift, and off we go. So sort of in your own time, if you like. And how far forward you take that angle, that foot, is up to your body anatomy. But I recommend that you start with a straight leg, moving forward like this until your knee feels more sort of stronger and can take that extra little twist there. The twists are good for us, however they have to come softly, and doing the movement allows you to just tone it up bit by bit. You can turn if you want to and press out more to 45 degrees, just keeping that awareness of your knees. So in Tai Chi there are certain patterns that the practitioners will try to achieve with where their feet go, and yes, obviously it's important if you're going to enter a competition, but as far as I know none of us are going to be doing that any day soon, so we just keep moving. So this is a lovely movement. You could carry on and do this movement for several minutes, not tire, just feeling every inch of movement, feeling your own pathway through the movement. Lovely. Okay, so I need a drink, sorry about that. Just get used to Zoom, and then everything changes. Okay, so here we go with the third movement, which is wild horses parting its mane, and of course that is very similar to the foot movement is identical. So this is how we begin. We always do anti-clockwise with our left hand, and then we bring the hand in underneath the lower dantian area, underneath the navel. Then we make anti-clockwise circle with the right hand and bring it down, and as we do that we feel like we're enclosing a shape, something between our palms. Then we roll onto the right leg and take the ball over to the right side as we lift our knee. We make an embellishment there, leading with our thumb, and as we step forward we just allow the hands to move into this position, and then we retreat, turn the hands to face each other, the palms to face each other, and lift, and as we come back into Wuji, push the palms back together. We now have the right hand underneath, so we lean to the left, take the ball to the left, and in doing so make the embellishment, stepping to the right, holding that posture. Let the weight come back as we turn our palms to face each other, and then squash the ball. And we'll just do, let's just do a few of those. So trying to get into rhythm. Slow it down. smooth out the edges. And here we begin again to manage our breath. Just allow it to be nice and soft, even breaths. And we just enjoy that movement and enjoy our skill at softening our bodies and making that slow motion work for us. Okay. Just have a look at the time. So we've got just another minute. So on the first half, we will end with the dowel form. Our feet are hip distance apart, and we're going to do 3 repetitions. So the first one I'll talk through. The second one you will try to do just by following me, and the third one, hopefully, you will take that into yourself and follow your own instincts. So here we go. Raising the hands and bringing the body to full height as we breathe in. Change direction as if you're swimming. Bring the hands apart from each other and sink down as you breathe out. Turn the palms of the hands up. Breathing in. Bring the hands over the brow like a house. Body is full height. Breathing out softly. Allow that breath to sink. Breathing in, we make wings for ourselves and taking ourselves up onto our toes if we can, if not press down. And then breathing out, let the body sink back down. Having sunk right down, we go to the second extension. So we bring our hands up to just up to chest height, palms are down. Breathing out, let the body just, let the hands drift over this water, bowl of water, imaginary, dip into the water and draw that into the body. Breathing in. Breathing out, soften the body and allow the breath to come forward. Breathing in, bring the palms facing back and then change direction and dive them down as you breathe out. Soften the body. We'll just do that again now. And we will end there for the first half. So anyone leaving, you've now got to do that on your own at home. Okay, so very good. I shall see you all in a moment when we do the second half.